The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and hit that notification bell and press all. And then as well, y'all can't forget, send a super chat, super sticker if you want your comment to be highlighted. And also, you see the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. We love those too. Well, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Today might be a little controversial episode. We're going to talk about this Karl Malone situation because have y'all heard about what was going on with Karl Malone years back when he was in his 20s? The whole baby, impregnating a 13-year-old, that story is true, you guys, and we're going to talk about that. And I'm so surprised that there hadn't been a lot of bloggers and stuff talking about this, because we talk about the whole, and this goes hand in hand with the whole secret celebrity children thing. I would think that this one, because it's true, would be in the forefront more than the other stories. And we'll talk about Lagena and the whole LL Cool J son a little bit later. Now, let me say what's up to the people. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and Twitter watching. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Latoria. Thank y'all for coming. Shout out to Priscilla. Shout out to Mina, one of the hardest working mods. Shout out to Vegas Girl for doing the damn thing. I love Vegas Girl. Shout out to Sadie. Shout out to Priscilla. We see Casey up in the building. Who else we got up in here? I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all. What's up, Nika? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. What's up, Soraya? Thank you for coming. Who else we got up in here? Allegedly Shady Shannon with your shady ass. What's up, Patricia? Thank you for coming. What's up, everybody? Thank you. Sorry if I missed any of y'all. I'm just kind of going through the comments. What's up, Soul Demonaire? Melanated Drip, Jessica. Oh, what'd she say? Hold on. Let me read her comment real quick. She said, because lots of those old men like young girls and they let it slide back in the day. Yeah, haven't we talked about that? The whole, it was common for the high school girls to have a 30-year-old boyfriend and stuff like that. It's very disturbing. Very disturbing. Thank you, Southern Belle. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, it's very disturbing how even today, we still let it go by. Like, we can't even talk about it happened a long time ago. What's up, Winnie? We can't even say it happened a long time ago. No, it's still going on. And some people don't report it. Some people don't say anything. They just figure, oh, well, it's a part of life. They gave consent. A child or a young teen cannot give consent. Let's just put that out there. What's up, Blue? A young child or teen cannot give consent. We have to stop saying that these people know what they're doing and all that. They don't. They do not. It wasn't okay in the past, and it's not okay now. What's up, Thanha? What's up, Wendy Lucas? Thank you for coming. All right, but let's go ahead and get into something right now. So Karl Malone, as you know, he's one of the best power forwards in the that was in the league. He played for the Utah Jazz, and then his last year he went over to the Lakers, and he was chasing that championship. He never got one. So, oh, let me put up the picture first. Hold on, that might help a little bit, just in case some of y'all don't know. Okay, there you go, Karl Malone. And so this weekend, the reason why this story has been picking up steam was because he was honored at the NBA All Star. He was even one of the judges for the slam dunk competition. People were like, "Hey, you know this man and his history. Why would you have him around?" Now, we kind of go through this battle when it comes to great people in history, right? It's all like, even if they were a shitty person and they did shitty things, do we then just completely, you know, do we erase all their accomplishments and then forget them? I'm one of the people that would say no, we don't erase their accomplishment and erase them from history, but there's a way you can go about it without honoring the person and highlighting something, especially the NBA, because remember, they kicked out Ime Udoka. Well, they haven't kicked him out officially, but he's suspended for a year for cheating and stuff like that. To me, of course, cheating is bad, right? Cheating is bad. However, impregnating a 13-year-old girl, apple and oranges, damn it. Apple and oranges. We can't be playing these games, y'all. Apple and oranges. Apple and oranges. So you think the NBA want to be all moral and shit like that, that they wouldn't highlight this man or make him a part? To me, that's weird. Y'all get where I'm going, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the story. So when he was 17, um, he did have twins with a woman by the name Cheryl. Sorry. Her name is not Cheryl Ford. I'm sorry. What was the mama name? I'm sorry, y'all. Bonita Ford. Bonita Ford was the mother of his twins. They were both 17 at the time, so you know they were the same age, so that wasn't a crime. However, the twins, he's seen them one time when he was when they were born, well, when they're in the hospital, and then after that he never seen them again until later on in life. So this kind of sets up like Karl Malone wasn't shit. You know, he didn't claim his two twins that he had, and so the girl ended up having Benita, the mother, had to end up taking him to court, and they basically settled. Now, his wife Kay, Karl Malone's wife Kay, she did acknowledge the kids later on in 1998, because it was the Tribune and the Globe that basically put him on blast and talked about these, you know, secret children, the older children that he had. And with the twins, you know, one of them that you know, Cheryl, that's the one that I was talking about. She used to play for the WNBA. I do have a photo of her right here. Where's her photo? No. Sorry. There we go. She used to play for Detroit. She was in the WNBA. So she also played basketball. His son, I don't have a picture of him, but his son played basketball in college as well, too. So with that being said, you know, they had their relationship, whatever, right? But then we come to when Karl Malone was 20 and in college, he got with a one, or I should say not got with, but, you know, had relations with a woman by the name of Gloria Bell. And then that's when they had Demetress Bell, who used to play in the NFL. And so they had Demetress, but she was 13 at the time. And here's the thing. The parents did not want to press charges, and because they wanted him to be able to work to support the child. So initially they did take him to court and said they wanted him to pay $125 a month, right? I mean, not $125 a month, $125 a week. And he refused that. And so they kept going back and forth, back and forth. And then finally, they did end up settling out of court. But he never claimed Demetrius. And one of the things, or a part of their agreement, was to keep this thing a secret. So the secrecy was a part of their whole deal in their settlement. Now, we don't know how much the settlement was worth or whatnot, but the secrecy was a part of that. And so that's why nobody knew about it until 1998, when the story started coming out. And then when he met Demetrius when he was 18 after high school, Karl Malone told him that it was too late for them to start a relationship, and it was already, oh, it was basically too late. But they have said they did get in contact in 2014. They did start building a relationship, and now they do text frequently. So they are in communication, which is a good thing. However, I still kind of go back to, I didn't know that you had an option to press charges or not. It's not that murky area where we have an 18-year-old and a 17 or 16-year-old. I believe 20 knows what they're doing, right? A 20-year-old knows what they're doing. That to me, I don't think is like, one of those blurry lines. A 20-year-old to me considers, no, I knew when I was 20, I knew what I was doing and not supposed to be doing. What about you guys? Let's go ahead and take a poll real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you think a 20-year-old know what the hell they're doing. Put a 2 in the chat. You would still consider a 20-year-old kind of like a child. Okay, so Karl Malone. Oh, I didn't even put up your comments. Okay, yeah, y'all get it. Yeah, creepy as hell. Anyway, so Karl Malone, when he was asked about this and he's being pressured to talk about it, he's all like, "Well, this is a private manner. Like, I don't have to say anything. It's my business. This is a private situation, whatnot." Um, when you're a public figure, I think you have to answer to this. I think that's bullshit if you go like, "Oh no, this is a private situation, a private matter. Nobody should know about this." Blah blah blah. No, I think you need to talk to this, and especially knowing. So on top of you getting the 13-year-old pregnant, you have a history of disowning your 3 older kids, and you basically did not want to take care of them. You did not want to take care of them. And this was something that you went ahead and hid from everybody. Now, I remember, so I talked about it in 2004. That's when he went the 2003, 2004 season when he played for the Lakers that one year. There was always some history between him and Kobe, but at the time, I didn't really understand it. I was young. I didn't really understand it. I was still probably in high school. But their history goes back from him trying to hit on Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife. So allegedly what happened, Karl Malone had a cowboy hat on, and she was all like, "Oh, what's up with the cowboy hat or whatnot," right? Allegedly. And he goes like, "Oh, I'm hunting for little Mexican girls." And so he was hitting on her. Mind you, he's been married since 1990 to Kay, but he was hitting on Vanessa Bryant. And so he even said, like, if Kobe has a problem, they can fight or handle it like men. And so he even wanted to fight Kobe for Vanessa. And so knowing this, I'm like, yo, this man was trying to go after the young tenderonis even when he was an adult. So this shit is crazy, y'all. And like, just knowing how he was and how much trash he is, Karl Malone need to stay away completely from the NBA. Like, I'm not saying erase his achievements and stuff like that, but I don't think he should be highlighted. Now, knowing all this, he definitely shouldn't be highlighted. And again, I apologize for even thinking the story was false or fake. I was all like, "Oh, he got what?" I was like, "This is crazy," because I'm thinking, and like I said earlier, I didn't know that you didn't go to jail when you did these kind of things. I thought you went straight to jail. Granted, he was 20, and if that would have happened, he wouldn't have the career that he had now. But I mean, at the same token, you took advantage of a 13-year-old girl. I don't know what other way to put it, right? But let me ask you guys, I'm not going to do another 30-second countdown because I just did one. But put a 1 in the chat if you knew about the story. Put a 2 in the chat, you had no clue. Because I had no clue about it. It's crazy how you can, hey, when you got the funds, you can hide things. And I think this kind of feeds into the narrative when it comes to the celebrity kids and stuff like that, because we look at it and we go like, oh, maybe there's some truth to these kids and stuff like that. Okay, I'm getting kind of mixed reviews. Okay, but maybe there's some truth when it comes to these hidden celebrity kids, basically. And it's common, not even with celebrity, it's common, we heard Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's a real song. Papa back in the day had a whole different family that nobody knew about. And maybe they did know. Sometimes the families even lived across the street from each other. And Papa went to this house and he went to that house, and y'all, it's wild just thinking about it. Oh, and make sure you guys hit the like button too as well. Thank you for that. Now, I wanted to talk about the LL Cool J story. Like, he has this alleged son by the name of Benji, right? So I had seen this a minute ago, but I had never reported on it. And so I was like, let me look into this because this kind of goes with the story, right? So I was looking and I was all like, oh, okay. I was like, I can see he kind of looked like LL Cool J. You kind of see the nose and stuff like that. But I was like, okay, a light-skinned dude with a big nose. And then also in the video with Benji, he was also dressing like LL Cool J and like licking his lips the whole time. Like, yeah, and licking his lips the whole time. So I was like, oh, he's playing this up. So I went to his social media. The Love Benji dude, right, is a whole like social media comedian. He does skits and stuff like that. So I want to let you guys know that it's just a skit. He's not really LL Cool J's son. LL Cool J does have his own children, but he's not his son. It was just a joke. So please, we don't want, because I know Jaguar had said, look at LL Cool J's son. And it was a complete joke. Like, that's why this story hasn't picked up any more steam about the LL Cool J thing. It's not it's not his son, y'all. It was just a joke. He's a social media comedian, y'all. But he does look similar, I will say. Hey, we'll update you if we do get a DNA test, but all right, let's go ahead and talk about Miss Lagena Gold. So Lagena had an interview with Real Lyfe Productions. Shout out to them. And again, with Real Lyfe Productions, I don't think they're trying to sensationalize this or anything. They just did the interview and they work with Jag, so they put it on there. Shout out to Real Lyfe Productions, because now we ain't got to go to Philadelphia to hear Lagena's story. So moving on from that, I was going to say Lagena really seems like she is in the know. It doesn't seem that she's so far gone and she doesn't know who she is and stuff like that, because in the interview she did talk to that, I did use the name that was given to me was Angela, and instead of Angela I decided to go by Lagena. So when you guys are calling her Angela and stuff like that, again, like I said yesterday, it doesn't all of a sudden snap her into reality and she wakes up and goes like, oh my God, I'm Angela. No, she already knows that her name is Angela. What she's saying is that she goes by Lagena Gold. If this is the name that she wants to go by, this is the name that she wants to go by. She also did speak into her mental health, which I did think that was important. She said that 2 years ago, she actually went to the doctors because she realized that she was going through anxiety and stuff like that. So she was already taking anxiety medication and stuff like that. So she is very aware of her mental health. I think we're all under the impression that she's delusional and stuff like that. To a certain extent, there might be something going on as far as like her mental health and stuff like that. But again, your mental health doesn't paralyze you as a person. Because I think we're mixing the whole schizophrenia thing with dementia. And those are two different things. She doesn't have like mental loss or anything like that. She knows exactly, she knows enough. She's smart. She's still intellectually smart. Now, regarding like the stories and stuff like that, that's where the confusion and stuff comes from. But she's not all the way like out of mind, and she can't control herself, or she doesn't have control over, her not control not I'm not trying to say she doesn't have control over herself, because she is telling stories and stuff like that, but she's still intellectual. She has a brain. She's still smart, you guys. She is not totally lost. She also talked about how her family basically had the cops come do a wellness check and then take her to the psych ward or the hospital. She was hospitalized and stuff like that, after she started talking about the whole Aaliyah thing. And she did admit that, one of the women, Dominique, that she gave her keys to, were one of the women that did end up admitting her into the hospital, as well as what she says is her alleged mother or second mother was the one that also admitted her into the hospital. She did admit that if it does come out that she is not R. Kelly and Aaliyah's child, that she will in fact go ahead and seek further mental health services. But she did say that she has seen a therapy beforehand as well. So a lot of the stuff that people are saying, I think we're trying to shit. Let me just put it out there. A lot of people are talking about her looks and calling her ugly and being like, "Oh, you can't be you don't even look like her." It's one thing to say you don't look like her, but be all like, you only got the same nose, you dark skin, you're this, you're that. It's almost turned into like it's self-hate. And because she's dark skinned, because she has a predominant nose and her eyes and everything like that, like she's ugly. And a few YouTubers have got in trouble for calling this woman ugly. She is not ugly. I want to make that clear. Let's be clear. Like I like to say, like, don't call this woman ugly and disrespect her like that. You can say this is not Aaliyah's daughter, whatever. But I think when people push that whole, "Oh, you look African," or your features are more Afrocentric, and so it's starting to sound like self-hate for a minute. It's not sounding like, "Oh, this girl is not Aaliyah's daughter," or anything like that. It's starting to sound like, "Oh, she's this, she's that," and we get what you're saying. You know what I mean? But let's not do that, y'all. Like I said, by saying those kind of things, it's only going to push her further away. It's only going to push her further away. That's not helping the situation by calling her that. Now, I could see if Lagena was coming out here saying like, "F you, mother, blah, 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 blah." She was cussing us out, going off and stuff like that. I could see if Lagena was really doing that, but she's not doing that, y'all. She's not cussing us out. She's not going off. Now, Jag, on the other hand, yeah, Jag goes off on us. Whatever you want to say about Jag is one thing, but this girl hasn't cussed us out. At least I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen her cuss people out or do anything disrespectful. I haven't seen that myself. Now, if I seen that, that would be one thing, but I don't see her like popping off at the mouth and cussing us out and stuff like that. It just seems that she really wants to find herself. Hell, some of us are at the age we are. Shit, I'm 34 years old. I'm still trying to find myself. So there's a lot of us out there still trying to find ourselves, but we can't just be calling people ugly and come on now. Let's not do that. Yeah, and she does look kind of lost in that picture, And again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think just calling her ugly and stuff like that, like, don't do that. Because when you're comparing it to Aaliyah, somebody who was, like I said, one of the not one, I think she was the most beautiful woman in the world, Aaliyah. it's going to be kind of hard when you compare Aaliyah to anybody. You know what I mean? So I think that's where people are trying to go with, but it's starting to turn out like, oh, she is some self-hate shit. That's what I'm saying. That's just my opinion. But like I said, I'm hoping the best for Lagena. Hopefully she gets the help that she needs. Do I still think she's around the right people? No, of course not. Of course she's with the wrong people, but that's here nor there, you know? And then whether she's hoodwinking us or not, I do believe that there is some attention whoreness in there. I do. I think there's some attention whoreness in there, but definitely, or attention seeking. I shouldn't say attention whoreness. Sorry, attention seeking. I do think there is some in there. I won't lie about that. But you know, hopefully she gets the answers that she needs. It is what it is. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for you guys. That was all the stories. If you guys want to comment on Lagena or the Karl Malone situation, which I think is crazy, you guys definitely can. We are going to do a little karaoke right now. And again, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you send a cash out super chat Venmo, thank you, of course, or super chat super sticker. Let's go ahead and take a brief second, and then we'll be right back with a song while I drop the link. All right, y'all. This is, hold on, let me take the picture down. Hold on, y'all. This is My Sherry and More by Stevie Wonder. Y'all ready? Ooh, my throat kind of dry. Oh, Christina Aguilera, I am you. I'll do that next time. La 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 la, my sherry amor, lovely as a summer day. My sherry amor, distant as a Milky Way. My sherry amor, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. In a cafe, or sometimes in a crowded street. Yeah, I've been near you, but you never even noticed me. My sherry amor, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? How I wish that you were mine. La 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 la. Sing it with me, y'all. I can't hear y'all. Sing the damn loud part. La la. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and end the show here. I dropped the link if anybody wanted to come in. I'll wait for you guys. Oh, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. What's up, Miss Barbara? How you doing? Yeah, but like I said, it's crazy how there's certain stories that are able to be covered up, and then there's other ones that we put on a pedestal or we put out there that are like BS, you know? And so with the Karl Malone situation, it still baffles me because I'm all like, this fool really didn't go to jail. Like they said we didn't want to press charges or anything like that, but it's all like a 13-year-old, like you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Like how can you Oh, here we go. We got Miss Barbara up in the building. What's up, Miss Barbara? How you doing?